I'm Corey Holmes, wide receiver at the St. Thomas Aquinas High School, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and I chose Notre Dame because I want to get the best education in the country and win national championships. Go Irish.
One of my favorite players in this class is a wide receiver that I think has been highly overlooked. He's a lot faster than people have given him credit for, doesn't weigh an awful lot. He's a very wiry, thin-framed guy, but he's also very, very flexible. A sound route runner, understands spacing and leverage and how to eat up cushion. Been very well coached at the high school level, as most prospects have out of St. Thomas Aquinas. But he's one of those players who has a unique knack for lulling defenders to sleep. And next thing you know, he's running by people. Very consistent ball skills, very reliable target that could play out of the slot and on the outside. In my opinion, he's got a high upside for development because he understands the little nuances of the position.
Yeah, one of the more fluid, athletic wide receivers out there. And he's just, he looks like a track guy when he runs. He gets on the field. You can pick him out during warmups and say that kid is knows how to move. And at the wide receiver position, just very polished, very skilled, and very athletic. So, he comes from one of the top programs in the country as well. And he's a kid that I think is going to help them continue to recruit well in South Florida.
I was just talking to his coach a couple of days ago because I'm going to be in Miami in a couple of days. And Rocco Kasulis is the coach who thinks that Corey Holmes is one of the more underrated players the program is producing. They've had Mike Previn and a lot of guys come through that high school program. Brian Piccolo, some big names. They believe that Corey Holmes has what it takes to stretch a defense. He's not a big physical receiver, but he runs precise routes. He's got good hands. He knows how to get himself open, and he surprises people after the catch with his ability to separate from a defender.
Corey's got exceptional ball skills as far as his hands, being able to track balls and things of that nature. He's, a long-rangey guy. He's a competitive guy. He's played, the competition that he played in high school is at very, very high level, some of the best in the country. So his coaching that I know takes place at St. Thomas Aquinas High School, that takes place there and always has, is at an extremely high level. So he's played some good football practices against guys every day that are real quality players. He wanted nothing to do with Notre Dame. It was more of his dad's pushing early on in the process. He actually was visiting University of Michigan a couple summers ago, and his dad said, "Hey, we got to go to Chicago. We're going to pass right by Notre Dame. Let's stop in and see him." We actually were on vacation, and they called, and I just happened to be, in the office, and for whatever the reasons were, I was in the office that day, and they stopped through, and we spent a couple 3 hours, showing around the school, just me and Corey and his dad Dave, and he left obviously impressed with what he saw, and then they came back as a family when we played against Michigan, and actually that's when we offered him, the night we had a home game against Michigan. But Corey really didn't have a whole lot of interest in Notre Dame going into it, and thank goodness to his father, for bringing him down here and kind of twisting his arm.